Interest rates are being put up again in response to rising inflation in what can only be described as another stupid act by the Bank of England. Inflation was driven initially by the post-COVID opening up of the country, which happened too quickly, not giving manufacturing and services the chance to get up and running again properly, leading to surging demand for too little in the way of goods, prompting shortages, which drove price rises. Once things settled down, though, those price rises didn't. They remained high, leaving us victim to rampant profiteering itself, then driving inflation even further. People haven't had a wage rise. All the talk of wage rises being a driver of inflation is bollocks. Incomes haven't grown to cause that. But record-breaking profits from rising food prices, energy prices, petrol prices and more have. And still they're left untackled by the skiver Johnson and his government. All increasing interest rates will do is make life even harder for ordinary people. The wealthy Bank of England Burks making these decisions haven't a bloody clue. They're all on six-figure salaries. They've never walked a day in our shoes. But what their actions will do is hammer income still further. Already people are being forced to use credit to buy the basics. That credit will now become even more expensive. Mortgages will go up. Loan repayments will go up. All those things the less well-off use, yet none of things the wealthy will be troubled much by. It's an incredibly one-sided act that'll drive inequality still further, and with a recession threatening to last more than a year, beginning at the end of this year, and inflation still rising, now set to hit 13% by then as well, breaking point for far too many people is going to be reached. Economic activity, us spending, is the way out of recession, but without anything to spend, retail and services will collapse. The number of people unable to pay bills will go through the roof. Savings will evaporate. People won't be able to borrow more. Debt will keep rising. With everything reaching ahead, heading towards Christmas, things will worsen dramatically. We're talking evictions due to non-payment of rent, repossessions, bills going unpaid with payments unrecoverable from people who simply do not have the means to pay. Various services might have the means to cut people off, but the health and access to help they'd then be denying people will harm them further, and the optics would be horrendous. This isn't me being a doomsayer either. This is the opinion of Richard Murphy of Tax Research UK, and he, like Martin Lewis and others I agree with, are predicting civil unrest this autumn. With the likelihood of Liz Truss becoming the PM to deal with it, God help us, the Bank of England needs to reverse these interest rate hikes now. It's an idiotic driver of more inflation and the recession that they're predicting.